Sugar Snap Peas. Crunchy, sweet, totally edible pods. The veggie you accidentally eat straight from the garden like it's a green vending machine. And good news, they're one of the easiest things to grow, even if your gardening resume includes killed a cactus and forgot a basil plant in my car for 3 days. In this video, we'll show you how to grow buckets of Sugar Snap Peas so good, you'll consider canceling your snack subscription. You'll learn when and where to plant, the best varieties to grow, trellis tricks for climbing chaos, how to water, feed, and not mess it up. Common mistakes. Yes, you can overlove a pea. When to harvest for max crunch. And of course, we're using the Strong Echo AI gardening app to guide every step. Because guessing is for game shows, not your garden. Get any question answered instantly. Comment, Pea Party, if you've ever grown snap peas, or Pea-leave it, if they flopped. Like and subscribe for more garden tips, and drop your biggest pea growing mistake below. No judgment, maybe a little giggling. Let's go full pod mode, because friends, you can grow it. Chapter 1. Choose your Pea-sonality. All sugar snap peas are delicious, but not all are created equal when it comes to space, climate, and laziness tolerance. Best varieties to consider: Sugar Snap, the OG. Vigorous vines, tons of pods, needs a trellis. Great for spring. Super Sugar Snap. Bigger pods, improved disease resistance, and a little more chill in hotter weather. Sugar Ann, a dwarf variety. Perfect for small gardens or containers. No trellis needed equals no tools required. Cascadia, shorter vines, good for raised beds, mildew resistant, built for beginners. Pro tips: choose dwarf types if space is tight. Climbing types: more yield, more vertical drama. Pick a variety with resistance to powdery mildew if you live somewhere humid. Mistakes to avoid: planting tall peas without a trellis equals tangled mess, broken stems, garden shame. Choosing a spring-only variety for fall equals poor growth, 0 pods, full regret. Ignoring disease resistance, especially if your garden is like a damp jungle. Chapter 2. When to plant. Peas need to chill. Sugar Snap Peas hate heat. If your weather says tank top, your peas say I'm out. Best planting windows: spring, 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost date. Yes, even while it's still chilly. Fall, 8 to 10 weeks before the first frost, especially in zones with hot summers and mild autumns. Tips: direct sow only. Peas hate being transplanted. They sulk and die. If you must start indoors, use biodegradable pots to plant the whole thing and reduce root disturbance. Succession planting every 2-3 weeks equals extended snack window. Mistakes to avoid: planting too late equals plants bolt or die in the heat. Starting indoors in plastic equals transplant shock. Forgetting to soak your seeds before planting equals slow germination. Chapter 3. Soil, sun, and sweet spot conditions. Snap peas are simple, but they're not wild about bad real estate. Ideal conditions: soil, pH 6.0, 7.5, rich in organic matter, but not overloaded with nitrogen. Too much equals lots of leaves, no pods. Loamy, well-drained soil is key. Soggy soil is pea prison. Full sun equals best production, at least 6 hours. Afternoon shade okay in hotter regions. Pro soil moves: add compost before planting, not fresh manure. In containers, use a mix of potting soil and compost with good drainage. In raised beds, loosen soil 6 to 8 inches deep. Mistakes to avoid: waterlogged clay soil equal root rot central. Over-fertilizing with nitrogen equals big bushy vines and 0 peas. Shady corners equals slow growth and sad harvests. Chapter 4. Trellis time. Don't let them flop. Peas love to climb. No support, They'll sprawl like hungover spaghetti. Support options: wire fencing, garden netting, bamboo teepees, recycled tomato cages, even a string and nail setup on a fence. Tips for success: set up trellises before planting to avoid root damage later. Make sure your structure is 4 to 6 feet tall for climbing types. Train vines early by gently guiding tendrils. They need a little nudge. Mistakes to avoid: no trellis, eels, broken stems, lower yield, jungle chaos. Trellis added too late, eels tangled roots and plant trauma. Wobbly support equals sad peas falling mid-growth. Chapter 5. Watering and mulching like a pro. Peas are 90% water. Treat them like a hydration-obsessed influencer. Watering tips: water consistently but lightly. Aim for 1 inch per week. Increase watering during flowering and pod growth. Use mulch to retain moisture and keep roots cool. Smart watering: water at the base, not on the leaves. Reduce fungal risk. Morning watering is best. Avoid soggy nights. Mistakes to avoid: overwatering equals root rot and mildew. Underwatering equals dry pods, slow growth. Sprinklers during bloom equals flower drop. Chapter 6. Pests and problems. Fight for your pods. Your peas are sweet. So are the pests. Common threats: aphids, suck the life out of young shoots. Pea weevils, chew through everything like they pay rent. Powdery mildew, fuzzy doom on leaves. Slugs and birds. Tag team snackers. Prevention tips: install row covers at planting to block pests. Interplant with mint, basil, or nasturtiums. Neem oil spray weekly if pests are spotted. Use crushed eggshells or diatomaceous earth to deter slugs. Mistakes to avoid: ignoring holes in leaves equals pests win. Not rotating crops equals pest buildup. Overwatering equals mildew paradise. Chapter 7. Harvest like a crunch master. Sugar snap peas go from perfect to woody chewing workout fast. When to harvest: around 60-70 days after planting. Pick when pods are plump, firm, and about 2.53 inches long. Peas inside should be formed, but the pod still smooth and juicy. Tips: harvest every 1 to 2 days for continuous production. Use 2 hands. Hold the vine with one, pick with the other to avoid ripping stems. Morning harvest equals crispest peas. Mistakes to avoid: waiting too long equals stringy, tough pods. Not harvesting equals plant thinks it's done, stops producing. Yanking the whole vine equals instant regret. Chapter 8. Snap storage and pod prep. Harvested too many peas? Not a bad problem. Short term: store unwashed in a produce bag in the fridge. Best eaten within 2 to 3 days. Long term: blanch for 2 minutes. Ice bath immediately. Dry thoroughly. Freeze flat. You started with tiny seeds and a dream. You built a trellis. You battled bugs. You picked with precision. And now, you've got sweet, crunchy, garden-fresh sugar snap peas that taste 100x better than store-bought. Comment "snap success" if your peas are poppin', or pod problems if yours curled up and quit. Get the Strong Echo AI gardening app and get any question answered immediately, because peas may be sweet, but victory tastes even better. Get the most out of your growing season. Troubleshoot any problem with our AI gardening buddy. Hello, AI buddy. I have 3m2 space left in a shady spot. What can I grow there? Don't include herbs.
Although many vegetables and fruits prefer full sun, there are several types of plants that can tolerate and even thrive in shady spots. Leafy greens, spinach, Swiss chard, and kale don't need as much sunlight as some other vegetables.
Get as specific as you need. Hello, AI buddy. It's June in the Netherlands. I'm going on a trip for 5 days. What are some garden watering tips to keep my plants healthy?
If you're going away for a few days, Here are some tips to help ensure your garden stays hydrated. 1. Deep watering. A few days before you leave, give your garden a deep watering. This means watering your plants more than you usually would.
Describe your unique situation and let our AI gardening buddy solve your problems. Hello, AI buddy. I don't have a lot of mulch. What is the best way to get mulch without spending a lot of money?
Many towns and cities offer free or cheap mulch made from recycled leaves or wood chips. Contact your local waste facility or public works department to see if they offer this service. Always remember to ask about the source of the mulch to avoid introducing disease or pests into your garden.
Our AI doesn't just provide answers. It helps you see the bigger picture, highlighting key factors you need to consider for smarter decisions. Try it for free on app.stronggecko.com. We all have limited space to grow our crops. We all have just a couple of months in a growing season. Use our AI gardening buddy to get the most out of your garden. You can grow it.